You know, the moment you put your rain jacket on, it's going to stop raining.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And you know, the deeper it is in your bag, the better the chance the sun's gonna break. So I just dug mine out of the bottom of that blue one. So I'm thinking about 30 minutes from now we're gonna be sweating, soaked under the jacket instead of soaked from rain.
Kevin, what happened?
Oh, let's go to Nova Scotia! Downpour rain, like you know, the catapults of water hit just everywhere for a good half hour. And just like the boat's full of water, but I kept dry. I've got my nice little hat on here, got my nice waterproof jacket on, everything's all cozy. We get to shore, it stops raining, but I left my pocket open, which happened to fill up with water, and then I went get up and it went right down my top, and I am soaked and cold and miserable. Where are we?
We just popped out on the top of Sand Lake, the mouth of the Shelburne dumps in, and I was just remarking, you know, we're almost to the point where I've seen some of this river, and how healthy the forest looks around here, which is really nice. You know, it's still surprising. Yeah, it seems that everything's quite intact down here and still in really good shape. So, yeah, it's refreshing to see that.
So what's this?
So this is where Tupper Brook connects up to the Shelburne. We're just coming out of Sand Lake here. So the tent dwellers would have come down and they would have hopped up this brook into Little Tupper Lake, and then from Little Tupper they would have gone over an old sluiceway and into Tobiatic Lake, and then that's quite a large one. They would have followed that down, and another carry would have brought them into Little Tobiatic Lake, and that would have been the furthest that they went on the trip. So that, I think, for us to get up there would be another day and a half worth of travel. And then they turned around at that point and came down the exact same way here, and then followed the Shelburne down to Rosignol, which is the route that we're going to be taking this afternoon. Yeah.
Okay.
The next adventure, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been in there before?
I have. I've gone. I've come up the Shelburne to this point and then traveled. Gosh, no, I carried from, there's a Department of Natural Resources cabin, hopped on a logging road, carried the canoe for 2 kilometers up into Tobiatic Lake, and then couldn't find a campsite for the life of me. I was with Carlene and our dog, and so we camped on a patch of boulders. Look, there's a deer right there.
That was awesome. I was just talking to Cody about the route that tent dwellers went in, and we were talking about moose and deer, and there's more deer in the park. There's moose, and there's whole biological reason for that. And all of a sudden, oh look, there's a deer! And they went up to film it, and then they took my camera, and then the deer came right back to me and just leaped in front of me and took a swim. That was awesome. We're at a cabin. What's called DNR cabin?
Yeah.
Basically, it's a
Natural Resources.
Department of Natural Resources cabin, just north of, I don't know, some lake. We're going down the Shelburne River still. But yeah, we got downpoured on, ran a bunch of rapids, not hyperthermic, but pretty darn chilly. So we pulled into the cabin. This is kind of falling apart, this cabin. And we got the stove going to get warm, got some more warm clothes on, layered up again. And you're dry.
I'm dry. Thankfully, too. That was cold. Jeez. Yeah, got a couple of layers on. Feeling a little better now. Yeah, that was a cold rain. The lake water felt like you're walking in bathtub water is what we said, right?
Yeah,
bathtub water. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how cold the air was.
You all right? You gonna make it?
I think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm getting some feeling back in my hands and get some dry underwear on. That's really important. Yeah, feeling good. There's remnants of some mice that have been living in here, but yeah, I think it's just paddlers coming through checking it out. Is probably where it gets most of its traffic. But yeah, I don't know if the DNR uses it anymore, but it could use a good mop and some steel wool to clean this place up. Maybe a coat of paint, but it could still have some life left in it if someone wanted to take it under their care. Yeah, I don't know.
Just Heading out for the last stretch for the day. We got warmed up in that cabin. Stopped raining. And we're actually where the Shelburne River empties up out into, I forget the name of the lake, it's a huge lake, biggest lake. And yeah, nice and calm. So we're taking advantage of the calm. We're going to finish the river off. Then we're going to head along the northwest shore, I guess, of that lake and grab a campsite. And then that will leave us a couple hours in the morning, early morning, to get off the lake before anything blows in. And yeah, supposedly this lake is just a wicked lake and high winds. I don't want to deal with that. Woolies on underneath me because we were really chilled. Not hypothermic, but pretty darn close to it. And then we were like really kicking ourselves out of that cabin. Like, we got to get out of here. And I think if it wasn't for the mice turds everywhere, we would have slept there. Getting attacked by a tern. One day left tomorrow for the trip, and I don't want it to end. I've been in Nova Scotia many times. Been along the shoreline, the ocean, whale watched, eaten lobster. Never paddled this conservation area we just went through the Shelburne River. But now I know what the tent dwellers saw in all this. It's a truly wild place. And things have changed a bit. Obviously less trout, for me anyway. But it's not really why I always go. Didn't see anybody. And the route portages were not really used that much at all, which to me was a huge advantage. I'd come back here any day. Cody at Why Not Adventures Outfitters, amazing guy, amazing guy. You see someone so energetic, so enthusiastic, so impassioned with the wildlands of this area, of his province. Man, gives you lots of hope, lots and lots of hope. A lot of fun to be with too. Really cool to work with Scott Adams, Birchright Media. He's doing that 360 film. I'll do anything to make people come to this place or come to any place wild and experience it and enjoy it. This was awesome.